Alva now. Cycling on our own for the first time in 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
We're gonna camp tonight. First, we gotta go as far as we possibly can before it starts raining.
Won't be long.
Yeah. We're off. So for the last 3 weeks, Kevin and I have been doing guided and self-guided bike tours, staying in hotels every night. And from now on, we are camping. We are on our own. We don't know which route we're gonna take. We're kind of making it all up as we go. So we're in a real adventure now. The sun came out and now I'm getting really hot. But there's still rain clouds all around us. We just passed a sign saying that we left the Douro Valley, so I don't know where we are now, but we're heading north towards Spain. Oh wow, we got totally soaked going up that hill. Totally soaked. But now it stopped raining. These freaking cobblestones. We're in Foz, Portugal, something. One thing about Portugal is that the center of every town, it seems like, is covered in cobblestones. So you're like happy to get to town, but then kind of sad you got there because it's such a bumpy ride. The valley behind me is the direction that we're going to be cycling, north towards Spain. Next place we see, a little cafe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a coffee and a banana or 3. Got about 8 kilos of them, so we might as well dispose.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to get food today because it's Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
There's a sign saying no bicycles allowed on this highway right now. So we're having to get off and we're gonna go right. There were 2 ways we could have gone back there. I wanted to turn to the right and stick to the smaller side road. Kevin wanted to go straight, and I was afraid that if we went straight, we'd end up on the highway. And that's exactly what happened. So now we're on a side road, but it's like a windy uphill side road. And it's taking us way out of the way. Should have gone the other way. Oh well. We found the supermarket behind me, but it's closed because it's Sunday. So now we're gonna go and try to find some food and water, stock up for the night.
vegetariana. Salada vegetariana.
That's it. Obrigado. Stripping down for lunch.
We just ordered a large vegetarian pizza that we're gonna split. What else? What did you get to drink?
Oh no, I haven't got any. Coffee.
Oh, coffee. You're taking a bag to go for that. That is a huge salad. Is that Minnie Mouse? ¿Cómo se llama? So we just had a big late afternoon lunch. It's like 4 o'clock right now, so lunch slash dinner. We're gonna cycle for another 2 hours or so. Try to get about 30, maybe 35 kilometers, and then find a place to camp. So that's the plan. We are going down a massive downhill right now, but check out the view. We just went down this giant hill. Now we gotta go over this bridge and back up the hill. Climbing in my lowest gear now on a bumpy road. I'm getting hot. I want to take my jacket off, but I know as soon as I get to the top, I'll get cold again.
Update. At lunch. More pizza and salad that we possibly eat. Coffee. Then straight back onto a hill.
We're cycling on the freeway right now. Not exactly sure if that's legal, so we're trying to go as fast as we can. This is me sprinting uphill at 8 kilometers per hour. Lightning. Just reached the top of the hill. 5 kilometers. Oh, that was tough. I've gone 88 kilometers today so far, actually more like 90 because I forget to turn the computer off, but we're almost there. 1 more kilometer and then we're off the highway. We're going to Marinhos to the left, and the sign here says that it's 5:56, almost 6 o'clock at night. Wait for Kevin right here so he doesn't go past me accidentally. That's a good little tip for those of you who are traveling with another individual or are planning to travel with another person. Whenever you turn, if you're going to turn anywhere, stop and wait at the turn for the people behind you so that they know that you turned. Never make a turn and just go down it by yourself, because it's a good way to get people lost. Kevin almost went the wrong way. He was zoned out. Huh? Yep, this is the turnoff. Mine Heroes or something. You have to have a map. Yeah. But this is the turnoff. That was a freaking killer hill.
It was.
Looking for a place to camp now. I'm dreaming of a pine forest. We found a little forest to camp in, but it's angled quite a bit. There's not any flat spots. What do you want to do, Kevin?
I mean, I could get my tent up there, but I'd probably prefer somewhere else.
Yeah, my vote is to go somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so here's my camp for tonight. First time camping in Portugal. This is my campsite. This is a Big Agnes copper spur ultralight one-man tent. And inside is my sleeping bag and sleeping mat and my handlebar bag. And then all 4 of my panniers just go under the rainfly here. And then over here is my bike, just right by the head of my tent. And I have a shirt hanging up to dry.
Okay, well this is my campsite, about 15 metres up from Darren's, in a pine forest in the middle of goodness knows where in Portugal. It's pretty rocky. It's not a great spot to put a tent. Rocks everywhere, so there's a little bit of flat ground. I've got a Zempire Atom tent, which has been put up a few times, but I've never slept in. It's a brand new tent for this trip. It's got a big canopy area here that I can easily put my panniers. Inside I've got a thermarest mat, and it's not a self-inflating, it's a Neo Air, so it's you have to put a little bit of air into it. I've got a inflating pillow that I just inflate, put a couple of puffs into it, and I've got a lightweight Black Wolf sleeping bag.
Can I take a peek inside?
Sure.
Somehow. Oh yeah. Okay. Looks good.
Your roomy little number.
Yeah.
And the tent's made in New Zealand. New Zealand stuff's always good. And here I've got my bike. I haven't really taken much off my bike. I've just left it pretty much. I'll just strap it all down tonight. I don't think there's any likelihood of anybody kind of wandering through the little forest in the middle of the night, so I think we're perfectly safe here. So yeah, I'm done.
I just woke up. Because normally I don't sleep all that well on the first night.
Toss and turn a bit, yeah.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I did the same, you know. You go to sleep and dream, then you wake up, and you go to sleep and dream, and you wake up, and then you go to sleep and dream.
Now you're working on your handlebar
I
bags?
thought I'd give it a go.
So, what are we doing today?
We're going to go to Mogadoro, get some supplies, drink some coffee, send some emails, and then we're heading towards Spain, which is about another 100-ish.
So we're only about 7 kilometers into our ride today, and we're faced with our first big long hill. We got about 12 kilometers to the town of Mogadoro, Portugal. I slept pretty well last night, considering it was my first night camping in quite a while. Kevin said he slept pretty well too. It rained last night, so my tent was all wet this morning. And yeah, I'm feeling okay. Not 100%, but okay. We're in Mogadoro, Portugal now. There's another bicycle tourist up ahead. Hello.
De l'Espagne, moi je viens de France. Bonjour.
From France.
Vous êtes les premiers voyageurs que je vois de toute l'Espagne. Pas de voyageurs en France beaucoup, mais pas. Vous allez jusque la France? Et puis à un moment. Entre la frontière.
Until the frontier, yeah.
Quand vous arrivez en Espagne, il y a une longue bosse.
Yeah, we just ran into our first bicycle tourist, and he speaks French only, and our French is limited to oui oui, bonjour, la la. So yeah, we didn't do too well there. He was asking us a bunch of questions and we had no idea what he was saying. So we are going near this town called Miranda Duru, and somewhere right around there we're gonna turn. We're gonna either turn towards Spain or turn to the north and ride a little bit further through Portugal and enter Spain later, probably today. The road right now is pretty flat, whereas the first 20 kilometers today was all hills. So we're covering some good ground now. Kevin's going up a steep hill right now.
It was this morning, it'd be a cinch. This afternoon, it's not quite so easy as this morning.
Would you be okay with taking like a 5-minute break up here?
Yep.
Okay, I'm tired. This is Vilar Seco, Portugal.
And I pray the Lord, He done told me. That man's designs on my wife, I'm fully justified in going around there and shooting that motherfucker.
So we've gone about 65 kilometers a day thus far. We're about 20 kilometers from the border of Portugal and Spain in the north. Kevin and I have different riding styles. Kevin is strong in the morning and gets a little tired in the afternoon, whereas I am tired in the morning and I'm just waking up in the afternoon. So even though we kind of cycle at the same speed, that works against us sometimes. That's the way we're going towards Spain. The border is only 15 kilometers away. Hey there, Burrett. We're getting close to the Spanish border. There's the sign. España. Can't let Kevin get to Spain before me. It's a race to the finish. Actually, I could care less.
Well, I think it's farewell to Portugal.
Yep.
After 3 weeks and a bit.
There's the border, I think. It looks like it. We're in Spain. We passed the border and didn't even know it. There was no sign or anything. I like it though, it's mountainous. Like this, you didn't really see in Portugal that much. It's weird how like you can cross the border sometimes and
Topography changes.
yeah, everything changes.
Yeah.
First day in Spain and I've already found the Playboy Club. We're in our first Spanish town at the supermarket getting some food for tonight. Kevin had his second coffee of the day. That's how you know Kevin's tired, when he has 2 coffees. One of the things that happened when we crossed the border is that the time changed. It was like 10 after 6 when we were in Portugal, but as soon as we crossed the border, it became 10 after 7. So now it's even later in the day than we thought it was. And we didn't really have these markers in Portugal, but in Spain there are kilometer markers, 1 kilometer outside of town right now. And we are going this way on the 1407. We just crossed out of Portugal after 3.5 weeks in the country. What were your top 3 favorite things about Portugal?
In the south, the coastal scenery, beaches, the warm weather, the Bike Portugal tour, I guess just the exposure, the newness of it all. I'd never been there before, so for me it was all new. It was all just pretty fantastic, so I just liked everything. Yeah, they're about the highlights, I reckon.
Were there any negatives?
We could have done without a little bit of the rain in the first week, but there you go. C'est la vie. We're on the bike and you cop whatever happens, so I don't think there's been any negatives. There's been some long days and some latish starts and bits of confusion here and there with yeah, maybe edit that piece out if you want to put it on you. But no, look, I don't think it's been anything negative at all. It's been hard and I expected it to be hard. There's been hills, I expected mountains. So all in all, I'm a happy man.
I think after 3.5 weeks in Portugal, the thing I liked most was just the scenery, especially on the beaches. There were some of the beaches that we went through that I thought were pretty spectacular. What else did I like? I liked the fact that a lot of people speak English, which I found useful, and I wasn't expecting that. And one other thing I really liked, I guess, was just the people that we met on the bike tours that we did. I really liked all the people. So things I didn't like, it was hillier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we ran into some bad weather. I thought it was going to be hot the whole time we were here, and we hit some rain. And 3, the slowness of the food service sometimes, and the slowness of just the general Portuguese people, I think, drove me freaking crazy sometimes. We went to several like 3-hour-long dinners, and as an American who grew up eating in the car essentially, that was just way too much time at a dinner table for me. So anyways, overall Portugal, I'd say like 9 out of 10. I don't know. What would you give it, Kevin?
I'd give it 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
It's fabulous touring on a bike. The cars go fast, but they're not aggro. There's no road rage or silliness on the road. Yeah, I'd give it 9 out of 10. It's great bicycle touring. In fact, you know, you could spend a couple of months here easily, 2 or 3 months just circling the place slowly. Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
So it's just after 10 a.m. Just packed up my camp, had a beautiful night in the forest here. Kevin's already up on the road waiting for me, and we're about to start our first day, our first full day of cycling in Spain. I like to give Kevin a hard time about how I'm always waiting for him. The truth is, he's always waiting for me, so that's kind of the joke. So, I cut up the road. Here he comes. I'm always waiting for you, Kevin. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am not a morning person. Today I woke up at 9:45, which is more typical for the time I usually wake up, especially when I'm bike touring. And I've been here in Portugal and Spain now for the last 3.5 weeks, and I have felt like shit every morning because we're waking up so darn early, and it's just a terrible way to start the day. Today I slept till 9:45, I woke up, and I feel great. Like, this is the best I've felt on the whole trip. I feel awake, I feel happier, I feel like my eyes, I can see better. Yeah, so sleep, it's kind of important. When you don't get it, you feel like a zombie, or at least I do. That place wasn't open 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Kevin woke up this morning with a sore back, and so we're in this tiny little town. I don't even know what it's called. We found a little supermarket, and I asked the woman in my best Spanish if they had Tylenol, but she said no, and there's a pharmacy across the street. But when we came by earlier, just 10 minutes ago, the pharmacy wasn't open. But now, 10 minutes later, it is. So Kevin's inside trying to get some relief for his back pain. Hey, Kevin.
Bit of Nurofen, ibuprofen.
How was it? Did the guy speak English?
No, but he took one look at me and said, "You need some ibuprofen."
Okay.
He's pretty intuitive about these things.
Yeah. You see all those white flowers alongside the road? Those are rock roses, and they are all over the place around here. Kevin is not in a good place right now. I've spent a lot of time biking with Kevin, and usually he's the strong one and I'm the one at the back complaining. Today, while he was taking down his tent, he just bent over and felt like a bell ringing through his nervous system. And now his back is hurting him on the bike, and he's going really slow. We stopped a second ago. And he was talking about jumping on the train from here to France. So I don't know what that means for the rest of our trip. I could be on my own sooner than I thought. We'll see. But he doesn't look good, and Kevin's a tough guy. He would not just complain about a little pain, like it's got to be hurting him a lot. So I don't know what's gonna happen, basically, but hopefully he's okay. I love this kind of road. Pine forests on both sides. video. Kevin's stopping for his morning coffee here.
North is fine now, so that's the trick.
This is a path that goes from the town up here, this tiny little town, to the river, so people can ride from their house to the water. We're pulling into a nice little town now called Camarzana de Terra on the bike path here. Hola. Kevin's doing a lot better since he had his coffee this morning. He's perked right up, I think. I don't know if he's just putting on a brave face or what, but he's doing pretty well right now. He's behind me, but he's doing pretty well. We're trying to go to La Baneza tonight, 38 kilometers. There's a campground there, and a train station. So if we have to get on the train because of Kevin's back, we can, potentially. So that's where we're going. We are going up a crazy steep mountain right now. So we made it to where are we, Kevin? What did you say? La Braganza or something? Spain. Kevin's back is still killing him, and where he paid 22 euros to camp in this campsite. So we found a campground, set up camp. Now we're back on the bikes and heading into town to get some food. I'm on bike duty now while Kevin's inside the supermarket. I didn't even bring a bike lock on this bike trip actually, so I'm going to try to go for 3 whole months without locking up my bike and see what happens. It's a $6,000 bicycle, so hope no one steals it. So we just stocked up on food at the supermarket. I've got 2 baguettes on my back. We're going back to the campground now. Probably going to take a shower, eat, and then charge all of our electronics. That's the plan. So Kevin and I paid 22 euros to camp here. Part of the reason is Kevin's back is sore, and part of the reason is I wanted to charge my electronics. So here's the charging station. Yeah. So the grand total today was 88.4 kilometers. 49.2 maximum speed. Average speed was 17 kilometers per hour. Total time on the bike, 5 hours and 10 minutes. Pretty good when your back hurts like hell. Gracias. So we're back on the road again. We just left La Baneza, Spain, and we have about 50 kilometers to go today to the town of Leon. Gone about 20 kilometers thus far. It's sunny out right now, but it's actually pretty cold. And there is snow on the mountains to the north. I can see them all over the mountains. Quite a bit of snow. It's cold. Only 8 kilometers from Leon, Spain right now. The road today has been completely flat, which is great because Kevin's back is still hurting him. So it's been pretty easy today, which is great. 8 kilometers. I think we're gonna go straight to the train station once we get into town. Kevin's thinking about jumping on the train here and going north to Oviedo. I keep calling it Avocado, Spain, but Oviedo, Spain. All right, we made it to Leon. We're at the train station. I'm gonna go in and ask about getting a ticket to Oviedo. I'm gonna go get my bag. This hotel costs 50 euros for the night, so 25 euros each. It's not too bad. Right in the center of Lyon. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, sore. But good. We're here. We're in Lyon. 450 k's from Marialba. So 400 moderately difficult k's.
350, not 450.
350?
350.
Felt like
We'll call it 450 if you want. But
some days felt like 450.
Yeah.
But no, happy to be here, and be nice to have a couple of days rest now for my back.
Yeah.
Just to get it back to normal.
Yeah, so we're going to be in this hotel for 2 nights, and then on Friday morning we're going to jump on a train from here to Oviedo, Spain, and then we're going to stay with some of Kevin's friends in Oviedo for 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we got some rest days ahead of us, which is nice. I'm looking forward to it. I know Kevin is. and then we'll have to decide what we do after that. We just tried to go into the church, but you have to pay €6 just to get in. I've been to too many churches. No, thank you. I just found the Holy Cow ice cream shop, trying to convince Kevin to go inside. Do you want something?
Yeah, you're gonna get an ice cream, mate.
Yeah.
For a non-ice cream eater, it's magnificent.
Yeah, that's good.
470 grams.
I am having a fruit party over here. I got $20 of dried fruit, mangoes, lime, pineapple, and some strange other stuff, cherries, bananas, and pineapple juice. Somewhat vegetarian salad with fish flavoring, and I got this thing. Alright, so let me just gripe about something, because we just went to dinner. We spent like an hour walking around Lyon trying to find a place to eat. I found a Mexican food restaurant, which I was super excited about. They didn't have beans. No beans at a Mexican restaurant. Does that make any sense? So we didn't eat there. Then we walked around town trying to find any place that served food. All we could find was beer and tapas, which is like every restaurant in all of Lyon. Which I mean, I knew coming to Spain it was going to be like this, but I thought some place has got to be serving real food somewhere. No, I could not find any real food anywhere in Lyon. So we ended up going to this Turkish place, which was pretty crappy. And yeah, but like, as much as I like Europe, there's a lot of things to like. One of the things I dislike about it is the lack of variety in food. Like, you go to a certain place like Spain and there's one type of food. We were in Portugal last month and there was like one type of food, seafood for example, and nothing else, no variety at all. I come from California, where in one shopping center you'll have at least 12 different types of food from all around the world. So it's just really weird, for me at least, to have a whole city where every restaurant, hundreds of restaurants, are all serving the same thing. It's frustrating. Anyways, that's my gripe for the day. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Alright, bye. Eight in the morning, and we are leaving Lyon, Spain, to go to the train station to catch a train to Oviedo.
There's Darren on a train, an empty train.
Where are we, Kevin?
We're in Oviedo, northern Spain, on the northern side of the Pyrenees. Went up nearly 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You couldn't put anything down. Everything gets stolen all the bloody time. I don't know whether that's still true. I'm hoping it's not, but I just don't get that sense anymore in Spain that everything's just there to be pinched.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a biscuit.
Just, I got that on camera. Kevin's spitting on me. Hey guys. Hello.
The trees that they plant in front of the very sort of sacred trees in front of the... Is it that would be the thing?
Yeah, we had a big one at Aldgate.
In front of the churches they plant them here. Are you? Aha, I forget the name of it.
YEW.
And it, well, this is planted, we planted all these trees, but it just started showing off.
We're getting a tour of the property here. It's pretty spectacular, actually.
Cebollas, aquí tomates, aquí pimientos, tengo que
Oh,
sulfatarlos.
no, he's got 18 sus tomate. He's got his tomatoes
All
over
right,
there.
and they're the big ones. They're big ones.
Oh,
are they?
yeah. Cherry tomatoes? Because he does the big ones. He does
Pero sed pesados, las gas.
He doesn't like, because he does the afternoon and afternoon, so he leaves it for me.
Las gas. Trata mucho de escogerlos, pero estos... Entonces hay unas muy buenas y me los regalan.
Crazy dogs.
Wouldn't get that in Australia. Well, it's like €4.
Yeah, for you.
€4? Kevin, because I'm getting a bit sleepy and half stupid. I've got a cold one in the fridge. So I went, oh yes, well I'm so grateful to you for thinking of me. I'm just so grateful. So yeah, on top of it, you have to be totally grateful to them. But do you, Robert? 3 o'clock, so he disappears until about 8 o'clock, and then often he's got surgery in the morning.
So Kevin and I are in Oviedo, Spain now, and we are staying with some of Kevin's friends that happen to live here, staying here for 3 nights. There is Penny and Jose, who are the parents, and Stella and Chevelle, who are the kids. They're hosting us. Kevin's sleeping in one of the upstairs bedrooms. I'm sleeping out in my tent in the yard. And yeah, and they're showing us around the area, so it's really nice. This place reminds me a lot of Switzerland, actually. But we're in Spain, northern Spain. So yeah, really, really nice.
My secondary school.
Oh, your high school. Oh, okay.
Gotta get you in the movie.
Oh, okay, I know the one. Oh. That's, okay, right. Anyway, don't worry, that's the apricot, I think. No, that's the plum cot. I'll sort it out when I get home, don't worry about it. Yeah.
So I thought, well, Stella I know doesn't like parsley, so she's the one who went, look, it's nice. So now we're waiting.
So the soup is garbanzo beans?
Yeah, it is. It's
Garbanzo beans.
chickpeas.
Is that yours, your one or mine?
That
Yours.
was mine, the green. Now I think I put separated host. Did you leave any in your glass
No.
or not?
No.
So that's obviously yours.
We're getting a tour of Oviedo, Spain right now, taking us to some of the attractions.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous place. It's, you get lost.
I'm very happy tonight because I'm making Mexican burritos.
The nice lettuces that our neighbour provided us with, Andres. Looks great, doesn't it? That's some of the leek you put into it. Leek
Yeah,
and leek and
Leeks and garlic and onions. And
lovely. Looks delicious. So that's Darren's, is it? Where's Darren's? Now where does Darren sit? Well, of course. Well, I don't know this place. I haven't come. This is where they come.
Ahora está bajando. ¿Dónde era? Hasta aquí, ¿no? Baja hasta aquí más o menos.
Esto ya es un sencillo con dos sabores. El doble es más grande.
Ah. This is very high there.
That ice cream was the best food I've had in Spain thus far. Really good.
They're prospectors and people who understand. They break them and they take them.
You made it look too easy.
A Swedish woman who's lived in Australia for 60 years. And she breeds European warm bloods. So Tree goes out there.
Good morning. It's about 9 a.m. I'm in Oviedo, Spain. I have been camping under this tree in a family's backyard for the last 3 nights. I'm here with my friend Kevin Burrett from Australia. We're currently on a bike tour cycling from Portugal. I'm going to Sweden. Kevin's going to Amsterdam. And yeah, so it's 9 in the morning. We are jumping on a bus today and traveling to a town called Bilbao, Spain, which is a little bit east of here. And we're doing that for timing purposes. It's kind of hard to explain and boring, but anyways, we're jumping on a bus today with our bikes, and so I gotta pack up and get ready to go. So Kevin, what are we doing today?
We're living the life of arrivals and departures. So here's another departure. We're leaving from up in the mountains here in Asturias, down to Oviedo. The Oviedo, we're off to Bilbao.
On the bus.
On the bus, yeah, just jump a leg so we can gain a bit of time.
It is super foggy this morning. We have about a 10-kilometer bike ride to the bus station in Oviedo Avocado, Spain. And And then we have like a 4-hour, 5-hour bus ride or something. Still in one piece. Well, Kevin, we made it to Bilbao.
Bilbao. Let's get out of here.
Getting out of this city is proving to be difficult.
It's easier to get out of Taipei.
Yeah, it's true. We are having the hardest time getting out of Bilbao. We've been cycling around for 2 hours trying to get out of this town. We're still trying to get out. And every road we come to, there's a dead end, or now there's a little bridge we gotta go across to cross the highway. So it's just taking forever. And it's mountainous too, it's not flat. So that makes it even more difficult. Here's the bridge we're going across now. Just to get across the highway. It's frustrating when you can't go straight toward your destination. So we're cycling on the 634 highway right now. Lots of traffic, little shoulder, but bicycles are allowed. Kevin. Kevin's behind me. I'm waiting for him. So we just turned off the 634. Now we're on the 635, which is a little bit smaller, a little bit less traffic. It's almost 8 o'clock at night right now. And so we are going to start looking for a place to camp. I am seriously the king of stealth camping. I know where these spots are like a million miles away. Spot? Up here somewhere. So see that, like, that's a little hiking trail. So okay. Otherwise, like, this is all private land, see? But this direction, public. We are pushing our bikes up a deserted forest road, and we're gonna camp right in the middle of the road, basically. Yeah. Kevin's gonna camp right there in the middle of the road. This Jurassic Park sort of road. It's bright orange, so they should be able to see you.
They'll see me, they'll see the bike.
Yeah, and I'm gonna camp right up here.
Well, I've got a couple of kind of mechanisms. I mean, I've got a bike here with flashing lights on the back and stuff, so if anyone drives up the track, they'll be coming fairly slowly, they'll see all this, they'll run over the bike, smash it to pieces, grind it into the mud, then they'll run straight over the top of me, and my last words will be, Darren, look out.
Darren, your stealth campsites suck.
Yeah, that's right. I don't like stealth camping anymore, Darren. Let me choose the next one.
So today was a wild day. We left Oviedo, Spain, where we were staying for the last 3 nights with Penny, Jose, Stella, and Chauvel. We rode about 10 kilometers into town, jumped on a bus, and they barely let us on the bus. The bus driver, he saw us sitting there for half an hour with our bikes waiting to get on the bus. And then as soon as we got on the bus, tried to get on the bus, he said, you couldn't get on the bus without your bike in a bag. And he was saying all this in Spanish, by the way, and my Spanish is terrible. But basically, I've been in this situation before where they say, no, you can't get on the bus. And I just started taking the bags off my bike and acted like I didn't understand or something and just started putting my bike on the bus. And so eventually Kevin did the same thing, and we just got on the bus, even though there was a rule that you were supposed to have your bikes in a bag. So the bus ride was a little hectic getting on. Then it was 4 or 5 hours on the bus, which was nice. And then getting off the bus in Bilbao, Spain, was pretty easy. Getting off the bus was easy, but getting out of town was a mess. There was a maze of roads. It was a really nice city, actually, but getting out of town was exhausting. How long did it take us, Kevin? 2 hours or so. So yeah, that was quite a trip. And then now we're up kind of at the top of a hill. Getting up here was a mess because the road was closed down below. So today's just been kind of hectic. And now we're wild camping in the forest. That's my tent and bike behind me. We're kind of camped just on a forest road, and hopefully no cars will come because Kevin's tent is right in the middle of the road and mine is right kind of on the side of the road. But that's how it goes some days, I guess. And yeah, tomorrow should be good. We're back on the bikes and heading towards France. So we're making our way from our stealth campsite back to the main road, and then we have about 10 kilometers to the first town. I have a feeling today is going to be a hilly day, just based on the map and the squiggly lines that appear there. There's a nice bike lane here in town. The road coming into town, however, was terrible for bikes. High traffic, no shoulder. So we're in Guernica, Spain right now. Stopped for Kevin's morning coffee. He likes to have a coffee every morning around 11 o'clock. I don't drink coffee, so I just sit here. We're going up a nice, quiet forest road right now. Not very many cars. Unfortunately, it's all uphill. I'm averaging about 10 kilometers per hour at the moment. So we're up at the top of the mountain now, and we're going to drop down to a river that's down below. And we're going to follow the river for, I don't know how far, 10, 15 more kilometers. I think it's all downhill from here. Well, not quite. This is the steepest freaking hill. What is this? This is like 40%. What the heck? That's not rideable. Not on a loaded touring bike.
Not on any bike.
Jeez. This is crazy. That is honestly like one of the steepest hills I've ever encountered while bicycle touring anywhere in the world. There we go. Any good?
Stunningly good.
So we're about to go down this big mountain. We're gonna come out over here and then cycle up this way towards the coast of Spain. This is Andorra, Spain. So we're cycling along the edge of the northern coast of Spain right now. It's a really beautiful ride, but there's a lot of traffic and no shoulder. It's approaching 4 p.m. Kevin, I think, is tired. He wants to stop here. I'm just getting warmed up. I feel like we have 6 more hours of daylight. Let's just ride. Kevin says his back is feeling fine, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's kind of bothering him because he's going really slow right now, and he's usually ahead of me, so I don't really know what's going on. He wanted to stop back there at like 3 p.m. So that was probably a clue, and maybe I should have listened a little bit more. But I don't know why he's so sluggish today. Dieser Fahrrad ist sehr teuer.
Ja, ja, und jetzt hier mit dem Riemen ist besser wie Kette.
Showing an opinion and the Gates carbon.
Yeah.
He has the roll-off hub on the back of his,
okay.
but with a chain.
Oh, with the chain.
Yeah.
It is is this better than a chain?
I think so.
Yeah.
They don't break. No grease. No clean legs.
Nicht kaputt, nicht schmutzig.
Yeah.
So today we didn't get very far, 70 kilometers or so. Only about 40 kilometers as the bird flies, so not a lot of distance, but it was super hilly today. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It was pretty rough, so not bad, but tomorrow we will cross into France. Tonight we are at a campground, just gonna charge our batteries, get some food, take a shower, and then we'll be on the road to France tomorrow. Today we have a short, I don't know, 50-40 kilometer bike ride to the border of Spain and France. So that's the goal today, is to cross into France. So here's Kevin's campsite. He's taking it down. Here's my campsite. I am, as always, a little bit behind. Do you want to stop and get a coffee?
Yeah.
We're in San Sebastian, Spain now, picking up some food at the supermarket.
Whether to follow the coast or not. Was there any other option for you, or was it clear?
They're everywhere! Yeah, is that what you have? Or
Both actually.
No. So just as we were leaving San Sebastian, we ran into Daniel and Florian, who are on a bike trip of their own. They had read Bicycle Touring Pro before, knew who I was, which was kind of cool. And yeah, we stopped and talked for a little while, and now we're on our way. Getting out of Spain is proving to be difficult. It's just a maze of roads, traffic, bike paths.
We're nearly there.
Our last few moments in Spain. We're about to cross the border into France. Alright, we're approaching the French border now. I'm going to put the camera away, just in case. Alright, we're in France now, officially. Now where, Kevin? Merci. Thank you. That looks good. Our camp spot. I'm so tired today. I'm in a terrible mood right now. You were in a bad mood? You were in a bad mood?
Yeah, I think it was February 74. I was in a bad mood for at least 3 or 4 hours. I wasn't my optimistic self.
I believe it.
Well, here we are en France.
Yeah, first night in France. Kevin, how many times have you been to France before?
5 or 6.
5 or 6 times. Yeah, I think this is my 5th time in France, but I've never been to this part of France, in southern France.
Mostly in Normandy, and then down this western coast, across to Lyon from Paris. Been to Paris a few times. But most of my time in France I've spent in Normandy, in the cider country.
Yeah, most of my time in France has been up in the north, kind of, near Belgium, Luxembourg.
Oh yeah.
And over by Switzerland, so, yep. Look at this, we've been in the campsite for about 12.5 seconds and Kevin's already got his tent practically up here. He's militaristic about his bike touring. It's just like, get in, set up your tent, eat a meal, go to sleep, repeat. My strategy is more sleep in, go slow, go even slower, get lost a little bit, find a place to sleep, take your time. What did you get at the supermarket?
Carrot salad.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Bananas. Yogurt.
Yogurt?
In special little tubs.
Yogurt. Oh
Vanilla
yeah.
Yogurt.
That looks fancy.
And then I'll mix that with, I've got bread in your panniers and I've got some leftovers from today, so I'm a feast worthy of a medieval peasant.
So here's everything I bought at the supermarket. Tortilla chips, salsa, and avocado, yogurt, 2 small baguettes, some cookies, muesli, and some dried pineapple. One of the things I like about traveling is going into these foreign supermarkets and just seeing the different products that we simply don't have back home. Check out my half baguette. It's pretty good. Good morning. We are in Saint-Jean-de-Luz, France right now, southern France, right near the border of Spain. As usual, I am up late. Kevin is all packed and ready to go. He's waiting for me. Yeah, so today we're gonna go to Bayonne, France, and then turn east kind of towards Andorra. So that's the plan. So we've turned off the main highway, thank goodness, and now we're following the Eurovelo 1 route, which is the route that kind of goes up the coast, western coast of France. So we're gonna follow that only for about 15 kilometers, and then we turn east in Bayonne. So we just made it into Bayonne, France. We were about to sit down on this park bench, and then this guy just comes over and sits right on the bench that we're about to sit on. Totally invading personal space. I don't understand it. Now we're out of town a little bit, following the river, going east. This is much more my style. Fewer cars, fewer people.
Family name Burrett. B-U-R-R-E.
Thank you. So our campsite tonight only cost us €8 total. That's €4 each. And in my opinion, that's about how much camping should cost. I mean, we are sleeping on the ground after all. So we've been paying about €8 or €9 per night. 8 to 11 actually. 8 to 11 euros. I think that's too expensive. We're exploring town now. What town are we in, Kevin?
Oh, I can't remember.
I have no idea where we are right now. We're somewhere in France, that's all I know. But I don't really know where we are.
Rundown little town.
A rundown little town in France, yeah. So, today was not my best day. Been in a terrible mood. Kind of started yesterday and it's just continued into today, and I don't really know what's triggered it so much. I think it's just a combination of everything that's going on right now. My main complaint at this point is just that I am not doing the work that I want to be doing right now. Part of my job as a bicycle touring pro is, yeah, to ride my bike, but also to take pictures and do video and write about the trip and update my blog and that kind of thing, and I have not been able to do any of that practically for the last month. Anyways, it's like almost 8:30 at night right now. Kevin's back in the campground. He's probably fast asleep. Heck, I would just be getting going at this time normally, so I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to pull myself out of this. That has got to be one of the most intense rainstorms I have ever cycled in. We were getting dumped on. Dumped on. Oh my gosh. I'm soaked right now.
It's like a fancy restaurant, you know? Might be a little bar somewhere up here.
Kevin's looking for his coffee, his 11 o'clock coffee. So it stopped raining for the time being, which makes it a little nicer. We're in Orthaz, France. Orthaz. Do you have any interest in getting pizza? We just had pizza in the pizza shop you see behind me. I ordered a margarita pizza, which I thought was just cheese pizza, and it had ham on it. And she said, yeah, margarita pizza has ham on it. I've ordered about 1,000 margarita pizzas all over the world. Never once had ham on it. Straight on. We're working our way through the side roads to the city of Pau, France. We're entering Pau, France now, and we're trying to find a campsite because it's cold and rainy and we're all wet. We made it to the only campsite in Pau. It's raining and the place is closed. This is the... Huh?
It's a heap of shit.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's pretty bloody ordinary, isn't it? You know, shit everywhere.
Oh, I think it looks nice. But we have different standards. I think this is good. I would just be happy camping over here. What were you looking for?
Somewhere a bit drier.
It's raining though. We needed to go to a hotel then.
Yeah, well, I thought it might clear up by the time we got here today. It just got worse.
Yeah. I think this is a cool campsite because it's empty. There's no one here. Because we're on the river. Like right there's the river and the center of town is right there. And there's our campsite. I think that's pretty cool. The secret to setting up your tent in the rain is 1, pick a good spot. 2, wait for the rain to stop or kind of stop, and then 3, set it up as damn quickly as you possibly can and jump inside. Well, today was quite a day. Started off in a terrible mood. I'm feeling a bit better now that the day is over. The rain maybe washed my attitude away. We're on this, I don't know where we are. We're in Pau, France right now. Camped out in this deserted campground, essentially right on the edge of a river, which is really beautiful. There's no one here. There's a couple people like scattered throughout the park, and I don't know if we're all just camping here illegally or what, but here we are. So yeah, it's nice. I am much happier like to end the day in the rain than I am to start the day in the rain. I hate starting in the rain, like taking your tent down. You're immediately drenched. the moment you get out of your tent. I would much rather end the day totally drenched, climb inside my tent, and get dry. That, to me, is much nicer. So, anyways, I'm gonna climb inside now. I'm gonna change into some dry clothes. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I have books to read and podcasts to listen to, music to listen to. I journal and stuff like that too. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my big tip of the day, is like, have something to do other than ride your bike. It's cold out here, Kevin.
Come on, Darren, toughen up. John?
My feet are all wet.
Mine too. That's when you put my socks on.
My crotch is a little wet also.
I wring my socks out.
Yeah. We're stopping for Kevin's morning coffee, 11 a.m. sharp. What'd you order?
I just ordered a coffee with milk.
How boring.
Medium size one.
Alright, back on the road. It's about 20 kilometers to the city of Tarbes, France, and it looks like it's about to rain. Well, there's the tourism office. It's closed.
Don't be a tourist on Saturdays.
Yeah. The one day you would think you need a tourist office, Saturday, the place is closed. Beep beep. There's another door over here. We're in Tarbes, France, and we're trying to find a hotel. We found a hotel, but it's closed, as was the tourist station. Is it open? Nope. There is nobody in this town. It is so quiet. There's another hotel on our right, the Next Hotel, 3-star. Will it be open? Is that all right? Yeah. All right, so here's our hotel room. Cost 63 euros for the night. It's pretty small, but pretty much all we could find in town. So here it is. Bathroom in there.
No, the lift after you.
Well, I think this whole district is probably cheap real estate, you know, commercial, industrial area, and it's being converted into a cool nightlife.
Hip kind of place.
Yeah. I think it's cool, like over there.
Yeah, great building.
And they had laser tag, which seems very like non-French to me. Like, see? These guys climbing in balls. That's what we gotta do. We found a restaurant, but we can't read the menu. Can you read it, Kevin? It's all in French. Just two guys on a bike trip taking a romantic walk in the park. Oh dear. We've crossed into another dimension called France. It's really weird here. People seem to be communicating in a foreign language. Do your best French impersonation. Go.
Mais oui.
That was it?
Yeah, well, you said to keep it short.
No, I didn't. This park has a zoo with prehistoric French dinosaurs, is what I've been told. And there's one of them right there. It's blue and green. Now, in case you don't know, that is a French pterodactyl from the Isomoic era. That's called a zebra feathered yellow-legged brown nose. That guy is picking his butt with his mouth. Just pointing that out. And that right there, those are, that's just your common duck. Yeah, those are just, that's just a bunch of ducks. Don't leave. I wanted to admire your yellow and red beak, not your butt. He's got two horns, a brown belly, and he's mad as hell. Okay. Now what are we gonna do, Kevin?
Gonna go and eat.
We're gonna go eat now, because we're hungry. The only place we could find to eat has vegetarian pasta, right?
I think so, yeah.
Or pizza.
Vegetarian pasta
or maybe
pizza
both.
Or gnocchi.
What's gnocchi?
Gnocchi's like a pasta. They had a couple of kinds of gnocchi, so I'll check whether they've got a gnocchi that doesn't have meat in it.
Gnocchi. Yeah, I think I had some in Switzerland on that Bike Switzerland tour. That was really good. So, just finished dinner. It was pretty good. Actually, one of the better meals I've had in the last couple weeks. Now we're gonna go get more food. After eating our pasta dinner, we went to an American diner. I ordered nachos, which is basically tortilla chips with melted cheese on it, and in these little packets there's salsa, salsa, guacamole, and guacamole. Cool, fool. No beans. That if it had beans, that would be really good.
They're well cooked and they're a bit greasy.
Yeah, sluggish looking.
So I'm going to feel like I'm a heap of shit on the bottom.
Yeah. It's June 12th, 2016. We are in Tarbes, France right now. We spent last night in a hotel, the Next Hotel, and today we're gonna cycle east. We have about 2 days of cycling left, Kevin and I, and then we're gonna go our separate ways. Kevin's gonna go north towards Amsterdam, and I'm gonna go south towards Andorra and Spain. So 2 more days of cycling left. The plan today is to get as far east as we possibly can, maybe going about 80 to 100 kilometers or so. So that's the plan. We're playing the high five game today. Kevin and I, we have a contest. We have an unofficial contest that we try to get high fives from strangers. The first time we played was in Lyon, Spain, and Kevin won the first day, and he gave a high five to some lady walking the Camino Trail. I tried to give a high five to an old lady, and she was like scared of me. So he won day 1. I gave a high five to someone on day 2. I won. So now it's day 3. This is for the championship.
Pick it down with nobody in it.
Yeah. Whoever gets the most high fives from strangers wins. We're going up our first big hill of the day here, just outside of Tarbes. Off there in the distance, snow on the mountains, the Pyrenees, the French Pyrenees. He's going super fast up this hill. He's approaching 9 kilometers per hour as he pulls into the finish line. Coming up behind him, oh no, here is it. Ah, Kevin pulls off the win. Yeah! All right, shall we go, Kevin?
Have fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we will.
Take care.
Enjoy yourselves.
Good luck.
All right,
See ya.
bye. Au revoir. No piggybacking off of my high fives. I got 3 high fives back there from those ladies. Kevin tried to piggyback off of my high fives, but that's not allowed in this contest, which I made up 5 seconds ago. Look what I just found on the side of the road. Look what I found, Kevin. Whoever wins the high five contest today gets to win this prize. You ready? It's a genuine. Yeah, it's still in the wrapping. What is it? What are these? Level. A level. It's a level. And look at how lightweight that is. So you can put that on your bike and find out if your panniers are on there straight.
I'm on the level.
Isn't that great?
I'll give that to somebody.
Happy birthday. We're entering Tournai, France.
Huh?
Where'd this hill come from?
I don't know, it doesn't look like a hill, but it is.
It's Sunday, so all the stores are closed and we don't have any food. We're on the D817. I'm just waiting for Kevin to catch up to me. I was thinking about how a lot of people who, when they first hear that I do bike tours, like they think that I do something similar to the Tour de France, and that is not the case at all. What I do is so different from what the riders do in the Tour de France. I'm riding a bike and I'm in France right now, but this is not the Tour de France. This is something that anybody that can ride a bike can do, and that's what I teach on my website at bicycletouringpro.com. is basically I teach people, anybody that can ride a bike or a trike or a unicycle, anybody that can do those things, how to travel the world, how to travel long distances on a bicycle. And yeah, so it's not the Tour de France. You don't have to ride fast. You don't have to be competitive. You don't have to wear spandex. This is a very different type of bicycle touring.
There he is.
You waiting long?
Only like 3 hours.
Not at all.
We're pulling in now to St. Gardens. There it is. Yay. We're looking for food or water, but everything is closed. Don't
Wait. Also,
what did you get?
it's quiche and onions.
And
Onion quiche.
how many of those did you get?
One of those and one with leeks.
Everybody loves leeks.
Me too.
Well, this town is dead.
Yeah, not even any water to be had.
Tomato. Get you on video. I just got a high five from the fruit stand girl. She had no idea what I was doing when I tried to get her a high five. It was kind of awkward, but then she laughed and thought it was funny. So I have 4 high fives, Kevin has 0. I am totally winning today. So like everywhere else in France today, the campground is like deserted. There's no one here, no one at the reception. So we're just cruising around the campsite, trying to find a place to camp or somebody in charge. Here are the camping spots. We have no idea if we're allowed to camp here or how much it costs, but we're gonna do it anyways, because we're rebels. Kevin and I have redesigned our touring bicycles so they will be more comfortable. We're gonna patent this idea and make millions. Before we just finish for the day, I want to point out that I won the high five contest today. I got 3 high fives from those ladies we met.
Not on numbers, but on enthusiasm.
What do you mean? I don't
think you got the numbers. I think you just got the enthusiasm. That girl with that fruit shop, the young woman in the fruit shop, she was very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah,
That was the high point of her day.
I think so. There's Kevin's campsite over there. I beat Kevin putting the tent up today too. I'm just on a roll.
I'm just taking it easy.
And here's my campsite over here. I'm drying out my rain cover from last night. A lot of people traveling by bike carry a clothesline to dry their clothes on, but I have never done that. I just hang my clothes up on my bike, and you can put it on stuff like a chair. I also have this cable line that I've hung inside my tent so that if it's raining or something, I can kind of dry my clothes inside my tent. I also will hang my clothes just here on the top of the tent sometimes with the rain fly over it. Last day of cycling together on our 2016 bike tour in Europe. Today we're going to France. We're leaving our campground now, and I am winning the high five contest already with 3 high fives before 11 a.m. That's pretty good.
Coffee.
Yeah. Well, that was a good little campground we were in last night. It only cost us €9 for the both of us. And there was like no one in that campground, so that worked out really well. So we've only got about 65 kilometers to cycle today to the city of Foix, France. And yeah, and then my bike ride with Kevin is over. We're gonna take one rest day in Foix. So there's today riding, and then tomorrow a rest day, and then the following day we'll go our separate ways. I will go south towards Andorra, and then back into Spain towards Girona and Barcelona, and Kevin will go north, north through France, up maybe to Belgium, and then into the Netherlands. So that's the plan. It's gonna be weird to be on my own again after the last 40 days traveling with Kevin and other people. But I'm looking forward to it at the same time. So I've really only got 5 days by myself, and then I'm joining another tour, an organized tour with a company called Touring Catalonia in the Girona, Spain area. My friend Ryan from the travel website pausethemoment.com is going to be joining me on the trip, as well as several other people. So 5 days by myself won't be too bad, and then I'll be back with the group again, and then by myself again, and then I go to Norway and Sweden after that. So still a lot of bike touring to come. Today, however, it's my last day of biking with Kevin. So that's where we're going, Foix, France, 50 kilometers, and it just started raining. Kevin's last official coffee stop here.
Not the last one in France. I think I'll stop pretty well every day, but I'll be on my own.
Yeah, exactly. With me.
I'll be lonely.
It's raining really hard right now, so we're just kind of hanging out at this restaurant slash bar, seeing if the storm will pass, and then we'll continue on our way. Well, it stopped raining. We're entering the town of Remont, France. Going up a hill right now. Getting kind of hot, actually. Well, still raining. The rain's coming now. We've only got about 30 kilometers now to Foix. Just as I reached town, Romont, France, started to rain pretty heavily, so I'm waiting for Kevin to come up behind me, and I'm under a tree right here, so just kind of waiting out the rain. We are getting drenched right now. We made it to Foix, France. Alright, we're in Foix, France right now, and we have just spent the last 40 days or so cycling together across Portugal, Spain, and France. And here in Foix is where Kevin and I are going to separate and go our separate ways. I'm going to go south towards Andorra and Girona and Barcelona, Spain, and then I'm going to fly from there up to Norway and Sweden. And then Kevin is going to go north from here. He's going to ride through France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. And then that's where your trip comes to an end, right?
Yeah, I'm heading for the Van Nicholas factory in Heerenveen, and that's where the bike will go back, and I'll jet off home a bit later on in early July. So yeah, we've been together now for 6 weeks or so. Been to the bottom of southern tip of Portugal, and here we are in the bottom of the Pyrenees. So it's been a grand adventure.
What's been your favorite part?
It's really hard to isolate a particular part. Look, it's bike touring, so some days have been tough in the sun, some days were tough in the sort of sandy stuff in Portugal, some days were wet and cold, some days were just straight wet, some days were big climbing, but it's all been fun. Look, I don't have a particular favourite. I've just enjoyed every day and taken it as it comes, and yeah, look, it's just been fantastic.
We did 3 different tours, organized bike tours in Portugal with 3 different tour companies. Portugal Nature Trails, Bike Tours Portugal, and Live, Love, Ride. And I think those 3 tours, each one of them really was a highlight for our trip. Each one was so different from the other. And I really like Portugal overall. I think of the 3 countries we visited, Portugal is probably my favorite. Yeah, I like France too though. And yeah, what else do you want to say?
Yeah, look, I agree. I like the riding all over the place. I think Portugal, once we had a week in the rain, unfortunately, but after that we had some magnificent weather and some absolutely sensational beaches. The coastline of Portugal is is really something else, really well worth seeing. It's just magnificent, and I really enjoyed those days down along the coast and so on in Portugal. They were fantastic, and the tour companies were great. They really looked after us. It was extraordinarily personal, friendly, easygoing. So I wouldn't have a moment's complaint about any of it. It was brilliant.
Kevin's going into a hypothermic state.
Hypothermic.
He's about to lose a finger. This is the little garage where they're storing our bicycles here at the hotel. We just found a hotel for 55 euros a night. We're gonna stay here for 2 nights. Here comes Kevin. Can you get past all my stuff?
Got the pack horse. We going in?
Yeah, you can go in.
Yeah, very spacious.
Spacious and modern.
Yeah.
Much actually bigger and cleaner than I thought it might be.
Yeah, it is very nice.
My shoes are so wet from riding in the rain today. And of course, like so many days on this bike tour with Kevin, we ride in the rain all day, and then as soon as we get to where we're going, the sun comes out. This is my favorite section at the supermarket, the Mexican section.
Bag, I should have bought a friggin' bag. Can you stick this in your backpack?
Back to the hotel room now for baguettes once again. When in France, eat baguettes every day. What did you buy, Kevin?
Baguette, what else?
A baguette, bread,
Cheese,
salad,
yogurt, salad,
more salad,
apricots, tomatoes, and shallot.
What's that?
Like onion.
Oh, like an onion, yeah.
Sandwich.
And you got
Bottle of wine.
this bottle of wine that I'm carrying for you. Alright, that's Kevin's stash right there. Looks pretty good. We are going on a walk around Foix, France.
Self-guided walk.
Yes. I have a feeling every time I've said the name of the city, I've said it differently. Like
Yeah. I think it's Foix.
Foix. Check out this place I found. Can you imagine living here? It's like your front door. And that's over. That is cool, huh? Can you imagine that being your bedroom? There's another one here. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, look at this. This is the way Kevin is going to go tomorrow. North towards northern France and Belgium and the Netherlands. Look at how flat it is. Now this is the direction I'm going to go. This is Foix, France, right here where we're staying tonight. And I'm going up there. I don't know if you can see that, but those are giant mountains. And there is snow on the top of the mountains. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's snow up there. Trust me. So that's the way I'm going, towards Andorra and northern Spain, Girona, and Barcelona. So, good view from up here though. As I make more and more of these videos about my bike tours all around the world, I realize that as much as I try to capture what it's like to go on a bike tour each and every day, the stuff I share with you oftentimes is not the best part of my day. Some of the best parts are when people randomly come up to you or something unexpected happens, and I just can't get that a lot of times on the videos. So you know, I appreciate you guys watching the videos, and I love the fact that you do watch them, comment, etc. But keep in mind also that there's other stuff, better stuff that happens when you get out there on the road. So, you know, that's a big part of why I'm making these videos. It's not just to document my travels, although that is a part of it. One of the big reasons I make these videos is to inspire you to want to conduct your own bicycle touring adventures. So if you want to learn how to plan, prepare for, and execute your own bike trips, be sure to visit my website at bicycletouringpro.com. Pick up a copy of the Bicycle Touring Blueprint or the Essential Guide to Touring Bicycles. Thanks for watching. Bye.